Right guys, how are we going? Lowy here, back on the water. It's 4:30 a.m. It's in the holidays, so I got to the ramp nice and early. You got to get out in these good conditions pretty quick, otherwise the boat ramp just turns into chaos. So we're just down at Stockton today. Thought I'd have a bit of a flick for jewfish, and then go up and chase some flatties and maybe some bream, depending on how the flatty fishing turns out. And just go from there really, and just see how crowded places are. Anyway, let's get into this fishing and see how we go. Rightio. We've hooked up first cast. Good way to break in the new reel. I just got a Daiwa BG 4000, just a cheaper reel. Straight up, broke it in on a Jewy first throw. Oh yeah. Right guys, there we go. Nice little Jewy to kick things off. How are you, buddy? Yeah, good start for the new reel anyway. First cast, first fish. Right, a little tacker, we'll get you back in. Oh well, can't get any better than that for your first cast. Well, unless it's bigger. Alright, let's get back out there. Alright, we're on another one. Feels sort of similar size, not too big. Oh, if he goes. Well, I probably should have got the net out. Lesson learned. No great loss, but it's always better in the boat than not. Bit of a mixed start so far, that's for sure. Got a Jewy first cast with the new reel, then dropped another one next to the boat trying to lift it out. Wasn't very big, but still could have had it in the boat. Snagged up, lost a prawn. That was my last one of the skin shrimp too, which I haven't been able to get again. Then the very next cast, changed lures, hooked a whopping big flatty, and it got off. So yeah, hard to say whether it's going to be a good day or a bad day. It's kind of mixed at the moment. Weather looks nice. Sun's just coming up. Looks pretty clear, but once that sun gets up, might shut down a little bit. We'll keep slogging away, see how we go. Alright. I've got a bite, just tangled up in a jellyfish. Man, there is some jellyfish in the water today. What do we got? What is this? Little Jewy? Yep. Oh, he looks well hooked. I'll just lift it in. Very nice. There we are, guys. Little sunrise soapy. How good. I don't mind if they're small, big, or whatever. They're all fun. Nice to meet you, mate. I'll unhook you and get you back out of here. You can join all the jellyfish in there. Oh yeah, we are on a fish. What do we got? Flatty? To back that drag off a little bit. See that chubby. Oh no, chubby's not too bad. Tighten him up a bit. He should be alright to lift in, I think. There we go, guys. Nice little flatty out of the ponds. Chasing a few bream in here, but we'll take a couple of flatty if we can get them. What do we got? A little flathead? Yeah, a little tiny little flatty. Just snavel that prawn in the opening night colour. It's got me snagged up, this fish. I don't know what it's on, but it's got me snagged up. Oh, I don't know what it's caught on. It's not good. Try and drift back over the top of it. I think that's out, is it? Not good. Had me wrapped up in something. Has again. It's done me this time, I think. What is it getting caught in? Oh, I'm not confident landing this fish. You can see the leader. Might get a shot at it. Little Jewy. There we go, guys. Nice little schoolie. I don't know what that was caught in down there, but it was wrapping on something. Got snagged up twice or three times there in that fight. Managed to get it off, luckily. Although for sure that was going to bust me off. Just on the opening night, bait junkie prawn. Nice looking fish. Right up. Let's unhook it, get it back in the water. Happy to get that on board. That was so sketchy. I could just feel the line rubbing, then it got snagged, then it got off, then it got snagged again, constantly rubbing. There must be line or a net or something down there, because it just kept snagging itself up, then getting back out. Very interesting. I'm just doing a couple of quick little short, sharp hops with this prawn. Bringing it back with the current. Just trying to keep it up off the bottom, so as soon as it hits the bottom, just a couple of quick rips back up and then back to the bottom. Seems to work pretty good. Gets right down in their face. Main staple in the river's prawns, so it looks pretty natural for the fish. That's why they do so well, those prawn lures. But yeah, pretty basic retrieve. Cast it out, let it sink to the bottom, wind up that slack. A couple of short, sharp twitches, back to the bottom. Just repeat that all the way back to the boat. Right now, we've got a bit of a southerly breeze that's coming through. About to switch over and start chasing some flatty now on the bigger hard bodies. Enough mucking around with the small prawns. Caught a couple of fish, nothing too exciting, but a couple of numbers anyway. Let's move up onto these shallows and see if we can get ourselves a flatty. I've just hooked this guy right next to the boat. He might look a bit green, it's because he is. Hooked him, I reckon, a metre from the boat. Almost watched him take it. There he is, not a bad flatty. Just on the squirrel 115. Hooked him right next to the boat. Wasn't much of a fight because of where I hooked him. Ah well, I'd rather hook him next to the boat than not hook him at all. Right, we'll unhook him, get him back in the water. Rightio, mate. Off you go. I think I'll just punch out one more cast here. It's been real quiet on the flatties, hardly a bump. Very, very quiet indeed. The southerly wind change didn't help. A little bit of breeze is nice, but I don't particularly like it from the south. So I'll go and flick the prawn around a bit more. Rightio, I've just got the 3-inch bait junkie prawn back on. Just trying to pick up a couple of fish, just the smaller stuff, brim, flatties, schoolies, anything like that. It was fairly dead out on the flats. Flatties weren't very active at all. So I'll try and catch something here and yeah, I'll go back there later, see how it goes. Alright, I've got one on. To move this other camera, it's in a terrible spot. Oh, it's good to hook something. It's only a little schoolie, but still better than nothing. There we go, that's what we come up in here for, catch a fish. Not a big one, but at least we are succeeded in actually putting a number on the board. It's only a little fella, but the flatties weren't playing, and this guy was keen. I think there might be a couple more down there, so I'll get back in the water, see if we can get some of them. What have we got here? A little flatty. Little flatty lying in wait for that prawn. Come here. Yeah, should be able to get him off good. Oh, almost. Well, be careful I don't throw them in. Thanks, mate. Alright, we're on another smaller fish. By smaller, I mean just not like a real big one. Today's just been a day of small stuff, really. What do we got? Is that a brim? Yep. It's a good brim butt. Well, it would have been a small jewel, but it's a good brim. I should be able to lift him out. Oh, he doesn't really like that idea. I probably shouldn't, but I will. Come on, in you get. Oh, absolute stonker of a brimbo. There we go. Cracker of a brim. I was thinking, yeah, it's just a small dewy, but it's a stomper of a brim. Got to be happy with that. Just on that lemongrass UV, bait junkie 3-inch. Righto, we'll get it back out there. Alright guys, I wouldn't call that super successful either, but the prawn's off now, swim bait's back on. So I've just got a jackal macon on. It's a jointed swim bait. I'm going to give it a run. It's a lot shallower now. We'll see how it goes. Hopefully I can get that big one I'm after. You never know. Doesn't look good. Southerly's kicked in pretty hard. It's white capping everywhere. Real choppy too. Wind's going one way, tide the other. We'll give it a best shot. We've finally got a bite. I think it's just a flathead. Probably even fouled maybe. Line's going a bit weird. What is that? That's a small dew wrapped up. There you going, buddy. Good to get a bite. Very small. We'll take it. A hook out of him. Hey mate, how are ya? Off you go. Well, that little soapy was the first bite in ages. Last bite I got was from a flatty up on the flats, and that was yonks ago. Once that southerly picked up, the fish pretty much just stopped biting. It was very hard to tempt anything into anything. The hard body was pretty much a fail. Even the prawn stopped getting bites. Picked up a couple of random fish here and there, but it was very inconsistent. Same as now. I've been fishing along these jetties for ages, probably half an hour. I've had one bite, and that's it. At least I got the fish. It was only a little one, but at least I caught it. I'll probably give it another 10 minutes, I think, and that'll probably do me. If I could catch one more fish, I'd be happy. That'd be enough to see me out. Righto guys, well, that's the end of another day. Didn't end up with a fish. 20 minutes later, 2 different spots, no bites. Anyway, that's holiday fishing. It's pretty crowded and it was a southerly wind, so the fish just shut down completely. Righto, I'll see you guys next time on the water. Take it easy.